Welcome to tonight's sleep story. Let's drift into a soothing story together as you begin your journey into a restful and rejuvenating sleep. Imagine standing at the edge of a quiet, peaceful meadow, bathed in the soft, warm glow of early morning light. The air is cool, crisp, and carries the faint scent of blooming flowers and fresh dew. Everything around you feels serene there. There's no rush, no urgency, just the calm promise of a new beginning. You stand there in the stillness, as if waiting for something, though you're not sure what. It's the kind of moment when the world feels as if it's holding its breath. When time itself slows down, allowing you to be fully present, fully aware of the life that surrounds you. Now, imagine the gentle flutter of wings above you. The sound is soft at first, almost imperceptible, like a whisper on the wind. But as the wings draw nearer, you realize that they belong to something much more extraordinary than anything you have ever encountered before. You look up and see a figure descending from the sky, bathed in a golden, ethereal light. It is an angel, pure, unearthly, and yet somehow deeply familiar. The angel's wings, white as snow, stretch gracefully behind them, their movements fluid and gentle, as if they are part of the very wind itself. The angel descends slowly, their feet barely touching the earth as they land before you, their presence filling the air with a quiet warmth, a sense of calm that seems to embrace the entire meadow. The earth beneath you feels softer, the air sweeter, as though the land itself recognizes the arrival of something holy, something that belongs to the heavens. The angel stands still for a moment, taking in the world around them with wide eyes, filled with curiosity and wonder. They are not familiar with this place, nor with the world that lies before them. From the heavens they knew nothing of the pain, the joy, the struggles, and the triumphs that make up the human experience. They have come with a simple, pure intention to understand, to learn, and perhaps to help. But this world, so full of complexity, is unlike anything the angel could have imagined. As they gaze upon the field, the birds, the trees, and the flowers, they see beauty and peace, but they also feel a profound sense of something more, something hidden, something that cannot be seen with the eyes alone. The angel knows that beneath the serenity of nature, there are struggles, challenges, and pains that they cannot yet comprehend. The angel moves forward, stepping lightly across the meadow, their feet leaving no trace in the soft grass, as if they are not truly a part of this world at all. They are an observer, a visitor, and yet their very presence stirs something within the earth itself. The trees, the flowers, even the wind seem to welcome them, to guide them. But the angel knows that their journey is just beginning, that they must understand the world of humans, of love, of suffering, and of growth. Only then will they truly know what it means to belong. As the angel takes their first step into the world of humanity, there is a sense of both anticipation and uncertainty. What they do not know is that this world, full of beauty and pain, will change them, will shape them in ways they cannot yet understand. The angel is a being of pure love and light, but they are about to discover the complexities of love, of sacrifice, and of true human emotion. Their journey has just begun, and the road ahead is long, but filled with the promise of discovery. With a soft, deep breath, the angel gazes once more at the world around them, and then begins to walk toward the village in the distance, a place where the full spectrum of human emotion and experience awaits. Their heart is open, their mind ready to learn, and their spirit pure, but they are about to learn that the world is not as simple as the heavens they have come from. As the angel walks through the village, the atmosphere shifts from the peaceful serenity of nature to the bustling, chaotic rhythm of human life. The sounds are sharper here, the distant chatter of voices, the clatter of hooves on cobblestones, the rustling of fabric as people move quickly from place to place. The angel feels the weight of this new world pressing against them, the unfamiliarity of it all. The air, once crisp and clean, is now tinged with the smells of the marketplace. Fresh bread, the sharp scent of iron, the earthy aroma of vegetables, and the subtle musk of sweat and labor. The smell is both comforting and overwhelming, a sensory reminder of the complex layers of human existence. Asterisk, the village square is busy, full of life, but there is a strange energy in the air, an undercurrent of tension that the angel cannot yet understand. Children run past with laughter ringing in the air, their carefree joy a stark contrast to the older villagers who walk with furrowed brows and hurried steps. There is a man haggling with a merchant, his voice rising in frustration, while an old woman sits by the side of the road, her hands folded in her lap, her eyes distant and weary. The angel watches these scenes, unsure of what to make of them. Each person, each interaction is a small, self-contained story, a small piece of the intricate puzzle that is human life. As the angel steps deeper into the crowd, they are approached by a young girl, her face bright with curiosity and innocence. The girl's eyes widen as she looks up at the angel, her gaze both filled with awe and a hint of confusion. The angel smiles gently, their heart filled with warmth and an unfamiliar sensation, this connection, this human recognition. The girl reaches out hesitantly, her fingers brushing the angel's sleeve, as though trying to understand what she sees before her. Her touch is light, tentative, but it lingers for a moment before she pulls back, a small frown crossing her face as she looks up at the angel. "Who are you?" she asks softly, her voice barely a whisper against the clamor of the marketplace. The angel's heart stirs at her words, the simplicity of the question opening something deep within them. The angel, who had only ever known pure love and light, now faces the complexity of human curiosity, the desire for answers, for connection, for understanding. The angel kneels down, bringing their face closer to the girl's. "I am someone who is here to learn," they reply, their voice gentle, almost musical, with the softness of a melody. The girl's eyes search the angel's face as if looking for something, but she cannot quite place it. The angel stands up again, their wings fluttering softly, their presence almost ethereal in the shifting light of the village. The girl watches, then her expression a mixture of wonder and weariness. "What are you learning?" she asks, a note of uncertainty creeping into her voice. The angel pauses, taking a deep breath. The question stirs something within them, something they had not yet fully realized. What is it that they are truly here to learn? The answer seems elusive, slipping away like the morning mist. They gaze around the village, their eyes falling on the people going about their daily lives, each one so different, yet bound by the same common thread of human experience. It is not just love or beauty they will learn about, but the complexity of life itself, the pain, the joy, the suffering, and the healing. I am learning about the hearts of people. The angel answers quietly, their voice carrying a depth that only those who have known the fullness of existence can understand. I am learning about the strength in their struggles and the beauty in their love. The girl looks at the angel with wide eyes, her small brow furrowed in thought. She does not fully understand the words, but the sincerity in the angel's voice is enough. She nods slowly, stepping back with a curious glance, her mind turning the angel's words over and over. The marketplace continues around them, the noise and bustle undisturbed, but for a brief moment, the world feels still. Asterisk, the angel watches the girl walk away, her small figure blending back into the crowd. A feeling stirs deep within them, a quiet sense of gratitude for this brief connection. It is the first of many encounters, the first moment in which the angel begins to understand the depth of human emotion, the desire for connection, for answers, and for understanding God as the day progresses. The angel continues to walk through the village, observing the people, witnessing their interactions. There are moments of kindness, a woman handing a loaf of bread to a hungry child, a man helping an elderly woman across the street. But there are also moments of harshness, of anger, and of sorrow. The angel feels each moment deeply, as though the emotions of the people are sinking into their own heart. The weight of human experience is heavy, and the angel begins to realize that their journey is not one of simply witnessing, but of truly understanding. Asterisk, the day slowly draws to a close, and the angel finds themselves standing at the edge of the village, overlooking the fields and the setting sun. The colors of the sky blend into warm oranges and soft pinks, casting a gentle glow over the land. The angel's wings, once full of light and ease, now feel heavier, not from physical weight, but from the burden of the emotions they have absorbed, the lives they have witnessed. In this quiet moment, the angel realizes that the journey has just begun. There is much more to learn, much more to experience. The human heart, with all its complexities, is a vast and untapped landscape, and the angel, though filled with purity and love, must now begin to understand it in all its beauty and darkness. As the days pass, the angel continues to walk the village streets, each step heavier than the last. The initial thrill of exploring the human world begins to fade, replaced by a quiet sorrow that lingers in the air, settling deep into the angel's heart. The once innocent curiosity now mingles with a deepening sense of confusion as the angel witnesses the full spectrum of human emotion, the kindness, the cruelty, the joy, and the sorrow. There's beauty, yes, but there is also so much pain. The weight of it all presses on the angel's chest, each day leaving them feeling more uncertain, more lost. One morning, as the sun breaks through the clouds, bathing the village in golden light, the angel finds themselves in the heart of the marketplace again, watching the bustling life around them. Children run through the streets, their laughter bright, their faces full of innocence. But then a harsh cry cuts through the air, a mother's voice, sharp with despair. The angel turns, drawn to the sound, and sees a woman kneeling on the ground, clutching a small child in her arms. The child is pale, their eyes closed, and the woman's frantic sobs echo through the square. The scene stirs something deep. Inside the angel, a mixture of helplessness and sorrow. The woman's grief is so raw, so consuming, that it pulls at the angel's very soul. They move closer, their heart aching, as they watch the woman cradle the child, tears streaming down her face. The angel, for the first time, feels the sharp edge of human suffering, the unbearable weight of loss. They wish with all their might to ease the pain, to heal the wound, but they do not know how. They have no power here, no way to undo what has been done as they stand there, frozen in place. A deep sadness settles over them. The world is filled with moments like this, moments of grief, of suffering, of things that cannot be fixed. The angel had come to earth with a simple wish to understand, to help, but now, in the face of such pain, they realize that they cannot make everything better. There are some things beyond their reach, beyond even their ability to grasp out. The woman looks up for a moment, her tear-filled eyes meeting the angel's gaze. There is no understanding in her eyes, only pain. The angel does not know what to say, or if there is anything that can be said. They can feel the woman's sorrow as if it were their own, a heavy burden that sinks deep into their heart. The moment stretches on, but it feels like an eternity. The angel does not speak, does not move. They simply stand there, witnessing, feeling, and understanding for the first time the vastness of human suffering. As the woman's sobs quiet down, and she rises, clutching her child's still form, the angel remains rooted to the spot. The wind picks up gently, rustling the leaves of nearby trees, but it does nothing to ease the heaviness that hangs in the air. The marketplace continues around them, but the angel is no longer aware of it. The noise, the voices, the laughter, they all feel distant now, as if they are hearing them from far away. All that matters is the pain, the grief, the silent, suffocating sadness that the angel has just witnessed. The sun moves higher in the sky, its warm light casting long shadows across the cobblestones, but the angel feels cold. The weight of the world presses down on them, and for the first time, they truly understand the complexity of humanity. Love, joy, peace, these are fleeting moments, precious and beautiful, but they are always intertwined with sorrow, loss, and suffering. It is the nature of life itself, the rhythm that drives every heart, every soul. And the angel, pure and innocent as they were when they first arrived, now feels the depth of this truth dot as they leave the marketplace, their wings brushing against the wind. The angel feels the quiet burden of understanding. The world is not just filled with beauty and light, it is also full of darkness and pain. The angel cannot fix this. They cannot undo the suffering that is woven into the very fabric of human life. But they can learn, they can witness, they can feel. And in that, they can begin to understand the true meaning of love, not as a simple, unblemished ideal, but as something that exists alongside pain, loss, and imperfection. Love is not just about giving, it is about accepting, enduring, and understanding. Dot as the angel walks away. The wind carries with it the faint scent of the earth, of the people, of the lives that are being lived and lost. It is a reminder that they are not here to save or to fix. They are here to learn, to feel, to understand, and to experience. The journey ahead is still long, but the angel knows now that it is not about escaping the sorrow of the world, but about embracing it, learning from it, and finding peace within it. The days flow by slowly now, each one blending into the next, like the quiet waves of a distant ocean. The sun continues its steady course across the sky, casting its soft light on the village, which has become familiar to the angel. The angel walks through the village each day, but the sparkle in their eyes is not the same as it once was. The world, once full of innocence and wonder, has revealed its shadows, and with each passing moment, the weight of human existence feels heavier on the angel's heart. Dot as the angel walks. They are drawn to the quieter parts of the village, the hidden corners where the noise of the world seems to fade away. In these places, the angel finds themselves encountering people who do not speak, who do not ask for help, but instead carry their burden silently. It is here, in the stillness, that the angel learns something deeper about humanity, something not easily seen at first glance. The suffering of the human heart, it seems, is not always loud. It is not always visible in the eyes or on the face. Sometimes it is held in the spaces between words, in the silence of those who have learned to endure without complaint. One evening, as the angel walks along a quiet path lined with old trees, they meet a man sitting alone on a bench, his face turned toward the setting sun. The angel approaches him gently, their steps light against the earth, and sits beside him, not saying a word. The man does not acknowledge the angel's presence, but the angel senses his grief, a quiet sorrow that seems to envelop him like a heavy cloak. It is not the loud, frantic grief of the woman in the marketplace, but something more subtle, more entrenched in the fabric of his being. His shoulders are slumped, his eyes distant, staring at nothing in particular, as if the weight of his thoughts is too much to bear. The angel sits in silence beside him, not knowing what to say, not knowing what could ease the pain that lies so deeply within him. There are no words to fix this, no simple act of kindness that can lift the burden from his heart. But as they sit there, the angel begins to understand. Sometimes the greatest act of love is simply being present, not speaking, not fixing, but offering quiet companionship in the face of suffering. It is an act of acceptance, of acknowledging the pain without judgment or the need to change it. After a long while, the man shifts slightly, his gaze still fixed on the horizon. I lost my wife last year, he says, his voice soft, almost a whisper, and since then, I have not been the same. I can't seem to move on. The days pass, but it's like I'm stuck in the past, unable to leave the pain behind. The angel listens, their heart heavy with empathy, but they say nothing. The man continues, his voice barely audible. I miss her. I miss her laugh, her warmth, her touch. I miss everything about her. But it's like the world has forgotten me. It's as if the earth itself is moving on, but I'm left behind, standing still in the shadow of my grief. There is a long silence between them, filled only by the soft rustle of leaves in the evening breeze. The angel can feel the depth of the man's sorrow, the way it has become a part of him, woven into his very being. It is a sorrow that cannot be fixed with kind words or comforting gestures. It is a sorrow that must be lived with, carried through the days until it slowly, imperceptibly begins to change. The angel reaches out, gently placing a hand on the man's shoulder. There are no words to be spoken. The gesture is simple, but it carries the weight of a deep understanding. The man turns his head slightly, meeting the angel's gaze, and for the first time, his eyes soften. There is a flicker of recognition. There, an understanding that he is not alone in his grief, that someone has seen him, truly seen him, in his pain. Asterisk as the sun sets and the sky turns a deep, soft purple, the man stands, slowly, his body stiff with the weight of time. He looks down at the angel, a small smile playing at the corners of his lips. Thank you, he says, his voice quiet but full of sincerity. I don't know why, but somehow I feel lighter now. I think I needed someone to sit with me just for a moment without trying to make it better. The angel watches him walk away, his steps slow but steady. There's no dramatic resolution, no grand moment of healing. But the angel knows, deep within their being, that this was a moment of connection, a moment of understanding, of shared silence. Sometimes the greatest healing comes not through action, but through presence. As the night settles in, the stars begin to twinkle above, their light soft and calming against the dark sky. The angel stands and turns, feeling the cool evening breeze caress their skin. They know that their journey is far from over, that there is much still to learn, but in this moment, they feel a quiet peace. They have come to understand that healing is not always a straight line. It is not always quick or visible. It is a process, slow, patient, and full of moments like this one, where two souls connect in quiet understanding. And with that, the angel continues on their path, feeling the weight of the world, but also its beauty, its complexity, and its undeniable need for love, understanding, and acceptance. As they walk into the night, the angel carries with them the lesson that sometimes the greatest gift one can give is not a solution, but a quiet presence, a willingness to be with others in their pain, without needing to fix it. The days have turned into weeks, And with each passing moment, the angels' journey on earth grows deeper. The world around them continues to shift with the rhythm of life, each person they encounter adding a layer to their understanding of the human experience. The angel walks quietly through the village, no longer a stranger to its complexities, but rather a silent observer, deeply connected to the ebb and flow of human emotion. Though they have witnessed great sorrow, they have also encountered moments of joy, moments of kindness that have touched their heart in unexpected ways. One afternoon, as the sun begins to dip low, casting a soft orange glow across the village, the angel finds themselves at a quiet well near the edge of the village. It is a place they've visited often, a place where the noise of the world fades away, and the air is filled with the peaceful sounds of the earth, the gentle sound of water trickling, the rustling of leaves in the wind, and the distant hum of life in the village beyond. It is here that the angel has come to reflect, to think, and to process the experiences they've encountered. As they stand by the well, gazing into the still water, they are approached by an older woman, her steps slow but deliberate. The woman carries a basket filled with herbs and flowers, and her face is marked with the gentle lines of age. There is a calmness about her, a peace that radiates from her every movement. The angel watches as she sets down her basket by the edge of the well and begins to draw water. Her hands are weathered, but her grip is steady and sure. Her movements graceful despite her age. The angel watches her for a long while, taking in the quiet simplicity of her actions. There is something deeply soothing about her presence, something that calls to the angel's spirit, as though this woman embodies the quiet wisdom of life itself. The angel, moved by a sudden impulse, steps forward and speaks. "Do you ever grow weary?" The angel asks softly, their voice barely above a whisper. The question lingers in the air, as if the very nature of it contains the weight of everything the angel has witnessed in their time on earth. The woman looks up, her eyes warm with kindness, and a gentle smile plays at the corners of her lips. "Weary?" she repeats, her voice smooth and calm, like the gentle flow of the water. "Yes, of course, I grow weary, as we all do. But weariness, my child, is not always a burden. It is part of the rhythm of life. You cannot have rest without work, nor joy without sorrow. They are part of the same whole, woven together, each giving meaning to the other." The angel listens intently, the weight of her words settling into their heart. But what if the weariness is too much? What if the sorrow outweighs the joy? The angel asks, their voice filled with the depth of the pain they've seen. The woman pauses for a moment, considering the angel's question. She sets the water bucket down with a soft thud, and then slowly turns to face the angel, her gaze steady and sure. "Then you rest, dear one," she says, her voice calm and knowing. "You rest, and you allow the earth, the air, the world around you to heal you. Sometimes the weight of the world can feel too heavy, but it is not meant to be carried all at once. Take it one step at a time, one moment at a time. Breathe, and trust that even in the darkest times, there is light on the horizon." The angel feels a sudden shift within them, as if the woman's words have unlocked something deep within their soul. The weight they have been carrying, the sorrow they have witnessed, the confusion they have felt begins to lift, if only slightly. The quiet wisdom of the woman, her simple, unhurried approach to life, has opened a new understanding for the angel. It is not always about solving the pain or fixing the world. Sometimes it is simply about allowing things to be, to accept the ebb and flow of life with grace and patience. The woman reaches into her basket and pulls out a small sprig of lavender, its purple flowers soft and fragrant. She hands it to the angel, her eyes kind. "This is for you, child," she says. A reminder that even in weariness, there is beauty to be found. Hold it close and let it guide you when the world feels too heavy. The angel takes the sprig of lavender in their hand, feeling its soft texture and breathing in its calming fragrance. In that moment, something shifts within them. The burdens of the world, though still present, feel a little lighter. They are no longer a stranger to the complexities of humanity. They have learned that in the depths of sorrow, there is always room for beauty, for rest, for healing. As the woman walks away, her steps slow and measured, the angel watches her go, feeling a deep sense of gratitude for the wisdom she has shared. They stand there for a long time, letting the quiet of the moment wash over them, letting the fragrance of the lavender calm their mind and soothe their heart. The world around them continues on, busy, chaotic, full of life, but for now the angel feels at peace. The days continue to flow with their quiet, rhythmic pace, and the angel's sense of purpose deepens with each encounter. The village, though small and unremarkable in many ways, has become a place of learning, a landscape where the angel's understanding of the world grows ever more complex. Each day reveals a new layer of human emotion, from the simplicity of a smile shared between strangers to the depths of sorrow buried within closed doors. And yet, with each new experience, the angel finds themselves growing heavier. It is not a physical weight, but an emotional one, a quiet burden that settles in their heart. They have seen so much laughter and tears, love and loss, but the true weight of understanding begins to weigh on them in ways they did not anticipate. The depth of human suffering, the subtlety of human kindness, the way each life is woven into the larger fabric of the world, these truths press on the angel's spirit, and though they want to help, they begin to feel the limits of their ability to ease the pain they have witnessed. One evening, the angel finds themselves walking alone through a quiet part of the village. The light of the setting sun casts long shadows on the path, and the air is cool, filled with the soft rustle of leaves. In the breeze, the world seems peaceful, almost still, but the angel's heart feels anything but. They walk slowly, their wings folded against their back, the weight of their own thoughts making each step feel slower, more deliberate. It is in these moments of solitude that the angel feels the full impact of what they have learned, that no matter how deeply they understand, no matter how much love they offer, they cannot save everyone. As they walk, the angel's thoughts turn inward. and they cannot shake the feeling that they are carrying the weight of the entire world. The grief they have witnessed, the longing, the unspeakable pain of those who have lost loved ones, those who have suffered through poverty, loneliness, and despair, all floods their mind in waves, each emotion crashing over them with overwhelming force. They had come to Earth with a mission to understand, but now the understanding feels like too much. The depth of human pain, the limitations of love and kindness, it is all so vast, so complex, that the angel feels a momentary pang of helplessness. Yet, as the angel walks through the village, something changes. A gentle breeze stirs the air, carrying the scent of earth, of rain-soaked soil, and of distant flowers. The breeze touches the angel's skin, and for a brief moment they pause, feeling the coolness of the air against their face. The world around them is still no cries, no desperate pleas for help, just the quiet sound of nature. It is in this stillness that the angel begins to understand that perhaps it is not their role to fix everything. They cannot heal all the pain, cannot erase all the suffering, but they can offer something much simpler: presence. Asterisk, the angel sits beneath a tree, the roots of the old oak sprawling like fingers into the earth. The ground beneath them is cool, yet comforting, as if the earth itself is welcoming them, offering a moment of peace amidst the turmoil. As they sit there, eyes closed, they allow the gentle breeze to wash over them. The whispering leaves, the soft rustle of the branches, and the distant hum of the village become a lullaby of sorts, guiding the angel into a quiet reflection. In this moment, the angel allows themselves to simply be. The weight they carry, though still present, feels a little lighter. The angel realizes that understanding is not about solving every problem or healing every wound. It is about accepting the complexities of human life, including its imperfections. It is about offering presence, about being a source of light even in the darkest moments. The angel had come to Earth to learn, but now they understand that there is beauty in the unspoken, and simply being with others in their suffering and their joy. The small, everyday moments, the smiles, the quiet conversations, the shared understanding are as meaningful as any grand act of healing dot as the sun sets. Casting a soft golden glow across the earth, the angel stands and stretches their wings. They feel the weight of their journey, but it is no longer a burden. It is a part of them, woven into their soul, just as the lessons of humanity are now woven into their being. They have learned that love is not always grand gestures. Sometimes it is the quiet moments, the shared silence, the offering of companionship, without expectation. In this simple, powerful realization, the angel feels at peace. The world around them continues to hum with the rhythm of life, silent, steady, and enduring. The angel knows their journey is not over. There is still much to learn, much to understand, but for now, they are content in the quiet knowledge that love, in its many forms, is enough. The sun continues its slow descent as the days pass, casting its golden light across the village and illuminating the quiet corners where the angel now spends much of their time. The air is crisp in the morning, filled with the scent of fresh dew and the earthy fragrance of autumn leaves. The angel, having absorbed so much of the human condition, the joys, the sorrows, the unspoken struggles, now moves through the village with a new understanding, a deeper awareness of what it means to live among humans. As the angel wanders through the fields at the edge of the village one afternoon, they find themselves at the threshold of an old, weathered house, its walls lined with ivy and moss. The air here feels heavier, thick with the weight of memory and time. The house stands alone, quiet, surrounded by an overgrown garden that has been neglected by the hands of time. The gate creaks as it swings open, as though inviting the angel in, and they step forward with a quiet, curious reverence, sensing that something important lies here, something they must understand. Inside the house, there is a quiet stillness that pervades every room. Dust motes float lazily in the air, drifting like forgotten memories. The furniture, though worn and weathered, still carries the echoes of a life that was once lived here, of laughter, of love, of moments shared. As the angel moves from room to room, they are drawn to the corner of the living room where a faded photograph rests on a table. The image shows a woman smiling softly, her eyes filled with warmth. Beside her stands a man, his face serious, but his posture one of quiet affection, and between them, a small child, holding onto their hands with innocent trust. The angel pauses, studying the photograph. There is something familiar in the faces, something that stirs a deep sense of recognition, as if this family, though long gone, had been part of the world that the angel has come to know, part of the cycle of life, love, and loss. The room seems to breathe with the weight of the past, and the angel feels it deeply. This house, this photograph, this family, they represent the lives that are often forgotten, the stories left behind in the rush of time. The door creaks softly, and the angel turns to see an elderly woman standing in the doorway. Her hair is silver, and her face, though marked by the passage of years, still carries a gentleness, a quiet wisdom. She gazes at the angel with eyes that hold both the weight of time and the tenderness of a life well lived. "You've come," she says, her voice soft but filled with recognition. "I've been waiting for someone like you." The angel stands still for a moment, taken aback by the woman's words. How could she know? How could she possibly understand the journey they have undertaken, the weight they have carried? And yet in the woman's eyes there is no question. She has been waiting just as the angel has been searching. The connection between them, though unspoken, is immediate. "I'm here to learn," the angel says, their voice quiet but full of purpose. "I've seen so much, but I still don't understand everything. I'm learning about love, about loss, about what it means to live in this world." The elderly woman nods, her gaze softening. "There is much to learn," she replies, "but sometimes understanding comes not through knowledge, but through presence. We live and we love and we lose. These are the rhythms of life. But there is also healing, even in the midst of pain. You may not be able to fix everything, but your presence can bring comfort, Sometimes just being here is enough. The angel listens intently, feeling the weight of her words. There is a truth here that resonates deeply with them. It is not about solving the problems of the world, nor about erasing the pain that so many feel. It is about being present, about offering quiet companionship, about acknowledging the pain and the beauty in equal measure. The woman gestures for the angel to sit beside her, and they do, settling down on the old wooden chair beside the fire. The warmth of the flames flickers gently, casting dancing shadows on the walls. The air is thick with the scent of burning wood, and the soft crackle of the fire fills the silence between them. You see, the woman continues. Her voice is soft. Murmur, love is not always about grand gestures. It is in the small things, in the quiet moments, in the touch of a hand, in the shared silence, and the willingness to simply be with another person in their pain. There is power in that presence that in itself can heal. The angel closes their eyes for a moment, letting her words sink deep into their heart. For the first time, they begin to understand that healing is not always about changing the world or fixing the brokenness. Sometimes healing is simply about being with others, walking alongside them, and offering the comfort of presence. It is about embracing the imperfection, the mesalliances of life, and finding beauty in it as the evening wears on. The angel sits in quiet companionship with the woman, watching the flames flicker and dance. The world outside may be full of noise, of sorrow, of suffering, but here in this quiet house, there is peace. The angel understands now that their purpose is not to save, not to fix, but to be present, to listen, to learn, and to offer the gift of simply being here in the moment. The night falls gently, and the stars twinkle softly in the sky. The angel feels a quiet peace settle over them, a sense of fulfillment not born from action, but from presence. It is a lesson they will carry with them, a lesson they will continue to learn in every quiet moment shared, in every life they encounter. The world is full of pain, but it is also full of beauty, of connection, of love. And in that, the angel finds their true purpose. Asterisk, the days continue to drift by, each one gently unfolding into the next like the pages of a well-worn book. The village, which once seemed to carry so much weight and sorrow, now feels quieter, as though a deep peace has settled over it. The angel moves through the world with an inner calm that had not been present before, no longer burdened by the weight of trying to fix what cannot be fixed, no longer struggling to understand the depths of human suffering. They have learned in the stillness of presence that love does not always need to be loud or dramatic. Sometimes it is found in the quiet moments, in the shared silences, in the soft touch of a hand or the knowing glance between two souls. One morning, as the angel walks along a familiar path lined with blooming flowers, the world feels different. The air is lighter, filled with the scent of fresh flowers and dew-soaked grass. The sky, once heavy with clouds, is now clear, bathed in the soft golden light of the sun. Everything feels fresh and new, as if the earth itself is waking from a long, peaceful sleep. The angel pauses for a moment, taking in the beauty around them, feeling the gentle breeze against their skin, and watching as the world seems to come alive with the arrival of another season. Asterisk as the angel walks. They encountered the same villagers they've come to know over the past weeks. Their faces are familiar now, their lives no longer mysterious to the angel. Each person, though different, carries within them the same depth of emotion, the same rhythms of joy and sorrow. The angel sees them differently now, no longer as problems to be solved, but as individuals, each carrying their own burdens and blessings, each worthy of compassion and understanding. They pause by a small family sitting outside their home, enjoying the warmth of the sun. A mother holds her baby in her arms, rocking gently as her laughter rings out, a sound so pure it feels like a song to the angel's ears. The father leans against the doorway, smiling at the sight of his family, his eyes filled with quiet pride. The angel watches them, their hearts swelling with a mixture of joy and gratitude. It is moments like these simple, unadorned moments that fill the angel with a deep sense of peace. This is life. This is love. Not in grand gestures or impossible ideals, but in the small, ordinary acts that connect people to one another. The angel takes a deep breath, their wings fluttering gently behind them as they step closer to the family. The mother looks up, her eyes meeting the angel's with a warm smile. "Good morning," she says softly, her voice full of kindness. "You've been walking through the village often. Is there something we can help you with?" The angel smiles in return, their heart full of gratitude for the simple, open-hearted nature of the people they have encountered. "No," the angel replies, their voice calm and reassuring. "I am just here to witness, to be present in this moment." The mother nods as though she understands something that words cannot fully capture. There is a quiet understanding between them, a recognition that in the stillness of simply being present, there is a quiet kind of magic. The angel's presence does not need to be explained. It simply is, like the sun shining overhead or the wind rustling the leaves dot as the angel continues on their path. They feel a deep sense of peace settle within them. The weight they once carried, the burden of needing to understand everything, to solve every problem, has lifted. They now understand that their role is not to fix the world, but to be part of it, to witness its beauty and its pain, to offer what comfort they can, and to simply walk alongside others in their journeys. In doing so, the angel has found a new kind of peace, a peace that comes not from understanding every emotion, every struggle, but from accepting the beauty of the world as it is dot as the sun reaches its zenith, casting a warm golden light over the village. The angel pauses once more. They stand at the edge of a field, the soft hum of life filling the air, the sound of birds chirping, the rustle of trees swaying in the breeze, and the distant laughter of children at play. All of it blends together in a harmonious symphony. It is a reminder that life, in all its complexity, is a beautiful and wondrous thing. The angel feels a deep sense of gratitude for having witnessed it, for having experienced it. The wind picks up slightly, carrying with it the scent of fresh blossoms, and the angel takes a deep breath, letting the air fill their lungs. The world is full of pain, yes, but it is also full of beauty, moments of grace, of love, of connection that make the journey worthwhile. And in that moment, the angel knows that they have found their place in the world, not as a healer, not as someone who can fix everything, but as someone who can simply be present, who can share in the quiet moments that make life worth living. As the evening draws near and the sun begins its slow descent, the angel walks toward the horizon, their wings outstretched behind them. The world is still, but full of promise, full of hope. The cycle of life, though ever-changing, continues. The angel, though no longer burdened by the weight of understanding, now carries with them a deeper wisdom, one that transcends knowledge and logic. It is the wisdom of presence, of acceptance, of knowing that sometimes simply being there is enough. As the days flow into weeks, the village takes on a rhythm that is familiar to the angel. The ebb and flow of daily life becomes a comforting backdrop, each moment blending seamlessly into the next, like the soft ripple of water across a still pond. The angel moves through the world with a newfound ease, no longer burdened by the need to understand every piece of the puzzle. They no longer carry the weight of trying to fix or heal every hurt. Instead, they've learned to simply witness, to exist alongside the people they've come to know and love, offering a gentle presence that seems to ease the weight of the world, even if only for a moment. One afternoon, as the sun casts a soft, golden light across the fields, the angel finds themselves once again near the old well at the edge of the village. The air is warm, carrying with it the scent of freshly bloomed flowers, the earth's rich aroma blending with the faint scent of hay and wild grasses. The world around them is still, save for the soft rustling of leaves and the gentle breeze, and the distant chirping of birds. There is a peacefulness here that the angel has come to cherish, a moment of quiet where the world slows down and allows for reflection. As they sit beside the well, their wings folded neatly behind them, the angel reflects on the lessons they've learned. The world is so full of complexity, of human emotions, of joy and sorrow intertwined in every heartbeat. And yet there is also a simple, quiet grace to it, all the way the earth turns, the way the seasons change, the way people share smiles and tears, and how in those small, seemingly insignificant moments, life unfolds in its most profound form. Asterisk, in the distance, a soft rustling interrupts the peaceful air, and the angel turns to see an elderly man walking slowly toward the well. His steps are slow and deliberate, each one marked by years of experience and wisdom. His face is etched with lines of age, yet his eyes remain bright and clear, filled with a quiet understanding of the world around him. As he draws closer, the angel stands and greets him with a soft smile, offering a silent recognition of his presence. The man, noticing the angel's gaze, smiles warmly, though his expression holds the weight of many years. "You've been walking through our village for some time now," he says, his voice slow, as if each word is carefully chosen. I've seen you in the fields, at the marketplace, and by the well. You have the look of someone who is searching for something, but I wonder if you found it yet. The angel listens intently, their hearts stirred by his words. There is a depth to the man's question, one that goes beyond simple curiosity. It is as though he sees through to the angel's very soul, understanding that their journey is one of discovery, not just about the world, but about themselves. I have found many things, the angel replies, their voice soft, filled with the wisdom they have gained over time. I have found joy in the laughter of children and sorrow in the silent tears of the grieving. I have found beauty in the quiet moments of life, in the simple gestures of kindness between strangers. But the most important thing I have found is that understanding is not always about answers. Sometimes it's about being present, about accepting the world as it is with all its imperfections. The old man nods slowly, his eyes sparkling with a quiet knowing. You've learned a great truth, he says, his voice steady but filled with the weight of experience. Life, in all its forms, is a balance of opposites, joy and sorrow, love and loss, light and dark. We cannot experience one without the other, and it is through this balance that we find meaning. The key, as you've discovered, is not to resist it, but to accept it, to live fully in each moment, no matter where it leads. The angel stands in silence for a moment, absorbing the man's words. They realize deep in their heart that the world is not a puzzle to be solved, nor is it a challenge to be conquered. It is a flow, a rhythm that moves through every living being, one that cannot be forced or controlled. It must simply be allowed to unfold in its own time, with all its twists and turns. The old man, sensing the angel's quiet reflection, continues, you will find that sometimes the most profound moments in life come not from the things we do, but from the things we allow. The quiet moments, the simple acts of love, the stillness between breaths, all of these are just as important as the loud, grand gestures. In fact, they may be even more so. They are the threads that hold everything together. The angel smiles softly, the weight of his words settling deeply in their soul. They feel, for the first time, a deep sense of peace, a quiet understanding that their presence in this world, no matter how brief or fleeting, is enough. They do not need to fix every broken thing or heal every wounded heart. They need only to be present, to witness, to offer comfort through their quiet, steady presence dot as the sun sets, casting long shadows over the village. The angel watches the old man walk slowly away, his figure disappearing into the distance. The wind picks up, rustling the leaves and carrying with it the scent of the evening. The angel remains by the well, feeling the calm wash over them, the rhythm of life steady and unwavering, like the earth beneath their feet dot in this moment. The angel realizes that they have found what they were searching for, not answers, but acceptance, not resolution, but peace. They have learned that love is not always about action. Sometimes it is simply about being there, offering presence, and witnessing the beauty of life in its purest, most simple form. The angel, once so unsure of their purpose, now understands that their mission is not to change the world, but to be a part of it, to live in harmony with its rhythms and offer the quiet comfort of love and understanding wherever they can. As the days pass and the seasons shift, the angel continues to witness the ebb and flow of life in the village. The simple, everyday moments no longer seem so fleeting. The hum of existence, the rustling of leaves in the autumn breeze, the soft clink of coins in the marketplace, these sounds, once barely noticed, now seem to resonate deeply within the angel's being. They have come to understand that the beauty of life is not found in grand, dramatic gestures, but in the subtle, quiet rhythm of daily existence. The world, though filled with challenges and hardships, is also filled with moments of grace. These moments are fleeting, often unnoticed by those too caught up in the rush of their lives. But the angel has learned to see them, to savor them, to understand that they are just as important as the loud, attention-grabbing events of life. Whether it's the quiet smile of a stranger, the gentle touch of a hand, or the peaceful silence of a shared moment, these are the threads that hold the fabric of life together. One afternoon, the angel finds themselves walking along a familiar path near the riverbank, where the sound of water flowing over smooth stones has a calming, meditative effect. The air is cool and fresh, filled with the scent of damp earth and fallen leaves. The sun, now lower in the sky, casts a warm golden light across the water, turning the river's surface into a shimmering blanket of light and shadow. The angel watches the play of light on the water, captivated by its beauty, and sits quietly on a large rock near the river's edge dock. As they sit there, reflecting on all they have seen, the angel feels the weight of the lessons they've learned. They no longer feel burdened by the desire to fix everything or solve all the problems of the world. Instead, they have come to understand that their role is not to change the world, but to accept it, to witness it in all its complexity and beauty. Life, with all its imperfections, is enough. It is in these moments of acceptance that the angel has found peace. The sound of footsteps interrupts the angel's quiet reverie, and they turn to see a young man walking toward them. His face is familiar, though they have not spoken before. His expression is one of quiet determination, his brow furrowed in concentration. As he approaches, the angel stands and offers a gentle smile. The young man stops in front of them, his gaze meeting the angel's with a mixture of curiosity and hesitation. "I've seen you walking through the village," the young man says, his voice low but steady. "You always seem so peaceful. I wanted to ask you something." The angel tilts their head slightly, sensing the weight in the young man's voice. "What is it you wish to ask?" They inquire softly, their tone inviting. The young man takes a deep breath, his hands clasped tightly in front of him. "I've been struggling," he begins, his voice trembling slightly. "I've lost my way. I feel like I'm stuck, caught in a never-ending cycle of worry and doubt. I can't seem to find peace, no matter what I do. I don't know what I'm meant to do with my life or how to move forward." The angel listens intently, their heart open to the young man's pain. They do not rush to offer solutions or answers, but simply allow him to speak, to release the weight of his worries. When he finishes, the angel responds with a quiet, compassionate voice. Peace does not come from finding all the answers, the angel says gently. It comes from acceptance, from embracing the present moment with all its uncertainty and imperfection. You do not need to know exactly where your path leads. You need only to take each step with an open heart, accepting the journey as it unfolds before you. The young man looks at the angel, his eyes searching for understanding. But how can I accept what I don't understand? He asks, his voice tinged with frustration. How can I find peace when everything feels so uncertain? The angel smiles softly, their eyes filled with quiet understanding. By trusting that uncertainty is a part of life, they reply. By knowing that you do not need to have all the answers right now, life is not a destination, it is a journey. And in each moment, there is an opportunity for growth, for learning, and for peace. The young man stands silently for a moment, as if the weight of the angel's words is sinking deep into his soul. He looks out at the river, watching the water flow steadily past, and then looks back at the angel. I think I understand, he says slowly, his voice quieter now, as if he is beginning to absorb the truth of what has been said. I've been trying to control everything, to make everything perfect, and in doing so, I've only created more chaos for myself. Perhaps I don't need to know everything. Maybe, just maybe, I can let go and trust that life will unfold as it should. The angel nods, a sense of peace settling over them. That is the way of acceptance, they say softly. When you let go of the need to control, you make room for peace. It is always there, beneath the surface, waiting for you to notice it. With a final glance at the river, the young man turns and begins to walk away, his steps lighter than before. The angel watches him go, feeling a deep sense of fulfillment. In this quiet exchange, the angel has shared something more profound than words can convey, a simple truth that has the power to heal, to bring peace, and to open the heart dot as the sun sets. The angel remains by the river, feeling the quiet pull of the earth beneath them and the gentle flow of the water before them. The world, once again, seems at peace. And in the stillness, the angel understands that their journey is not about finding answers, but about embracing life in all its complexity, with all its imperfections. It is in the acceptance of each moment, each person, and each experience that true peace is found. The days turn into weeks, and the air begins to carry the faint chill of autumn. The once warm summer winds now carry with them the crisp scent of change, the change that marks the shift in seasons, the shift in life itself. The angel, having spent much time with the villagers, now understands more than ever that the journey through life is not about reaching a specific destination, but about being present with each step, each breath, each moment. The weight of expectations has slowly lifted, and in its place, a quiet peace has settled into their heart. One evening, as the sun sets behind the distant hills, Painting the sky with soft hues of pink and orange, the angel finds themselves walking along the edge of the village, their wings trailing softly behind them. The breeze stirs their hair, carrying with it the last warmth of the day, and the angel inhales deeply, feeling the coolness of the evening air fill their lungs. They have come to appreciate these moments of stillness, the quiet intervals between. The busy hours of the day dot asterisk as they walk. The angel is drawn to a quiet garden at the edge of the village, a place that had once seemed insignificant, tucked away in the corner of the world. But now it feels different. The small flowers, their petals closed as the evening cools, seem to hold the last traces of daylight within them. The air is thick with the scent of blooming jasmine, and the soft murmur of the river nearby adds to the peaceful ambience. It is here, in this quiet, secluded place, that the angel feels most at ease. The garden, with its simple beauty and peaceful solitude, reminds the angel of the lessons they have learned. Each flower, each plant, each blade of grass carries within it its own story, its own struggles and triumphs. They are not perfect, but they are real. They are not without their imperfections, but in those imperfections, there is beauty. The angel has come to understand that life, much like this garden, is made of moments, some fleeting, some lasting, but all equally valuable. Asterisk, as they sit on a weathered stone bench beneath a tall oak tree. The angel reflects on their journey. Thus far, they think of the people they have met, the woman who had taught them the power of presence, the old man who had shared his wisdom, the young man who had found peace in acceptance. The lessons have come in many forms, but the central theme remains the same: the importance of letting go of the need to control life, and instead allowing life to unfold in its own time. The angel feels the weight of their wings light, yet carrying the knowledge and wisdom they have gained. It is a weight that no longer burdens them, but one that fills them with a deep sense of peace. The understanding that they do not have to solve every problem, that they do not have to heal every wound. This is the key to true freedom. In surrendering the need to fix everything, the angel has found a silent strength that comes from simply being. Asterisk, as the night deepens, the stars begin to twinkle softly in the sky, casting their faint light over the garden. The world, though it continues its eternal dance of life, seems quieter now. The sound of the river, the rustling of leaves, the distant calls of night creatures, all of these fill the air with a deep sense of stillness, of peace. The angel closes their eyes for a moment, allowing the quiet beauty of the night to fill their heart. The world, they realize, does not need to be perfect to be beautiful. There is strength in imperfection, peace in uncertainty, and love in simply being present. The garden, though small, has become a metaphor for the journey of life. It is not about perfection, but about growth, acceptance, and the quiet strength that comes from allowing oneself to exist fully in each moment. The wind stirs once more, the cool air brushing against the angel's face. It feels like a reminder, a gentle nudge from the earth itself, encouraging the angel to continue their journey, not with the burden of trying to fix the world, but with the lightness of understanding that sometimes the most powerful thing one can do is simply be, to witness, to love, to accept Dot as the stars fill the night sky and the garden settles into its quiet peace. The angel stands and stretches their wings, feeling the cool night air lift them slightly off the ground. With a final glance at the peaceful garden, they begin to walk back toward the village, their heart full, their mind at ease. There is no rush. There's no need to hurry. The journey continues as it always will, and the angel knows that they have found a deep and enduring peace within themselves. The world, with all its beauty and pain, is exactly as it is meant to be, and the angel finally is at peace with that Dot. As the seasons slowly turn, the world begins to feel more familiar to the angel. The village, once a place of confusion and complexity, now feels like home. The faces of the people they've met, each with their own story, their own heartache, and joy, have become familiar, like the rhythms of life itself. There is a quiet comfort in the knowledge that the angel is no longer an outsider, that they are no longer just an observer of the world. They have become part of it, woven into the fabric of everyday life. One evening, as the sun dips below, the horizon painting the sky in soft shades of purple and gold, the angel finds themselves at the edge of the village once again. The air is cool now, carrying the scent of fresh earth, a hint of wood smoke from the village homes, and the last notes of the day's warmth. The angel pauses, looking up at the sky, the stars beginning to twinkle softly, as if welcoming them back to the vastness of the universe. The quiet of the evening surrounds them, and they feel the pull of the world, both the world they have come to know and the world they have left behind. The angel simply stands there, feeling the gentle breeze against their skin, letting the peacefulness of the night fill their soul. They realize that they have been searching for something for so long, a purpose, an understanding, a way to heal the world. But now, in the quiet of the evening, the angel understands that the journey has not been about solving problems, nor about changing the world. The journey has been about learning to be with the world in all its complexity, its beauty, and its pain. As they walk slowly through the village, the angel sees familiar faces, the people they have come to know over the months. There is a sense of peace in their eyes now, a quiet understanding that life is not about grand gestures, but about presence. The small, everyday acts of kindness, the shared smile, the simple conversation, the touch of a hand are the true moments of healing, the true gifts of life. The angel stops by the old oak tree where they first met the elderly woman, the one who had shared with them the wisdom of presence. There, under the wide branches, the air feels softer, the night quieter. The roots of the tree are deep in the earth, and the angel stands before it for a long time, feeling the connection between the earth and the stars above, the stillness between each breath, the calm between each thought, the quiet strength of the tree, its roots grounded and its branches reaching for the sky, feels like a perfect reflection of the angel's own journey. At last, the angel kneels before the tree, their heart full of gratitude. They have learned that the beauty of life lies not in the answers, but in the questions, the quiet moments of reflection, the soft connections between souls, the acceptance of what is. They have learned that peace does not come from changing the world or from fixing everything, but from embracing the world as it is, imperfections and all, and offering what comfort and love they can. The stars above twinkle softly in the night sky, and the angel's heart swells with a deep sense of peace. The journey, once filled with uncertainty and confusion, now feels like a journey of return, not to some distant place, but to the source of all things, to the quiet space between each breath. The angel knows that they will continue to walk this path, offering their love and presence, not as a healer, but as a witness to the beauty of the world in all its moments, its joys, its sorrows, its simplicity, and its complexity. And so, as the night deepens and the world falls quiet once more, the angel stands and turns toward the horizon. The soft glow of the stars lights the way, and the angel knows that, though their journey may never truly end, they have found what they were searching for, not in answers, but in the quiet grace of being present. And in that, they find peace.